Hello students, today we are going to start a very interesting topic, that is sets. Are you ready? So let's start. Now what is set? Set is a well-defined collection of objects. Now what do you mean by well-defined? Well-defined means that collection which does not vary from person to person. For example, if I'm asking about collection of or set of class 11th A boys, so this collection is a set because it does not vary from person to person. But if I'm asking about 5 good boys of class 11th A, then according to every person, definition of good can be different. So this collection can vary from person to person. So this collection is not a set. We can take another example. For example, if I am asking about novels of Munshi Premchand, then this collection is a set. But if I am asking 5 best novels of Munshi Premchand, so this collection can vary from person to person. So this collection is not a set. A set is always represented by a capital letter and its elements are always represented by small letters. For example, small a, b, c and d are the elements of set B. Now, A belongs to set B. This symbol means belongs to. Also, B belongs to set B. C also belongs to set B. D belongs to set B. But F does not belong to set B because F is not the element of set B. Now there are two methods of representing a set. Number one is roster form or tabular form and second method is set builder form. Now for example, if A is the set of natural numbers less than 5, now we can write it as A is 1, 2, 3, 4 because there are 4 natural numbers which are less than 5 and numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is a roster form of a set. In this roster form, each element is separated by commas and enclosed in curly bracket. Now, what is the set builder form of this set? Now we can write it as X. What is X? X is less than 5 and X belongs to natural numbers. X less than 5, it means we have to take all the numbers less than 5. It can be 2.5, 2.4, but this X belongs to N, clear that number should be a natural number. It means we are talking about the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the set builder form of this set. Now if we have set A is 1, 2, 3, we can also write it as 2, 1, 3 or we can write it as 3, 2, 1 or we can write it as 3, 1, 2. In sets, order doesn't matter. We can write the elements in any order. Also, if I am writing set A is 1, 1, 2, 3, we can also write it as 1, 2, 3 because in set we never repeat any element because these two elements are considered as one element. So repetition is not allowed in set. So we can write it as simply 1, 2, 3. And for example, we have A, B, C, A. Then we can also write it as A, B, C. Members of this set are A, B and C. Now, what are finite and infinite sets? If we have set A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it means elements are countable. So, this is finite set. If I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it means set of natural numbers, then it is uncountable. This set is called infinite set. It means where we can count the members, these are called finite set, and where we can't count, it means members are uncountable, these sets are called infinite sets. Now, what are equal sets? If we have two sets A and B, then if every element of A is also the element of B, and if every element of B is also the element of A, then that's the sets A and B are said to be equal. It means if the sets have exactly the same elements, then these sets are called equal sets. For example, if we have A is 1, 2, 3 and B set is also 1, 2, 3, it means every element of A is the element of B and every element of B is the element of A. So these two sets are equal sets. Let's take one more example. If we have A is equal to small a, b, c and set B is equal to b, a, c. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal because every element of A is the member of set B and every element of B is the element of set A. Order doesn't matter. So these sets are equal set. Let's take one more example. If we have set 2, 4, 6 and we have B as 2, 4, 9, are they equal? No, they are not equal sets because 9 is the element of set B but not of A. Same, 6 is the element of set A but not of B. So these two sets are not equal sets. Example, let's set A is 1, 2, 3 and B set is 1, 1, 2, 3. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal because every element of A is the element of set B and every element of set B is the element of set A because elements of set A are 1, 2, 3 and also element of set B are 1, 2, 3. Again, repetition doesn't matter. So we can write B as simply 1, 2, 3. So set A is equal to set B. Now what are equivalent sets? Let set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B is A, B, C. number of elements in set A, number of elements in set A is 3. Number of elements in set B is also 3. If number of elements are same but elements are not same, then these sets are called equivalent sets. Let's take one more example. If A is 2, 4, 6, B is 3, 6, 9, 12. Here number of elements are 3. Here number of elements are 4. So these sets are not equivalent sets. Now let's take one more example. Set A is 6, 7, 8. Set B is U, V, W. Now number of elements in set A is equal to 3 and number of elements in set B is equal to 3. It means these are equivalent sets. Now if set A is 1, 2, 3 and B is again 1, 2, 3. Now number of elements in set A is equal to 3 and number of elements in set B is also 3. Therefore, these are equivalent sets. But these sets are also equal sets. It means every equal set can be equivalent, but it is not necessary that every equivalent set is also an equal set. Now, what is singleton set? A set having only one element is called singleton set. For example, set A is 2. It means this set has only one element, that is 2. Therefore, it is a singleton set. Let's take one more example. Set A is equal to 0. Element of this set A is only 0. Therefore, this set is a singleton set. So, if any set having only one element, that set is called singleton set. Now, what is a null set or void set or empty set? If a set does not have any element, then that set is called null set or void set or empty set. For example, set A is this. Now this set does not have any element, therefore this set is called null set or void set or empty set. We can represent it by phi. It means phi or empty bracket represents the same thing, that is null set or void set or empty set. Now let's learn about difference of two sets. If we have set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 3, 4, then what is A minus B? In A minus B, we have to write the elements of A, but if any element is in set B, then we have to leave that element. So, in set A, we have 1, 2, 3, but 3 is also in set B. So, in A minus B, only 1 and 2 element will come. But if we find B minus A, then we have to write the elements of B and we have to leave the element which is already in A. So 3 is in A, so B minus A is set 4. Just only we will write element 4 because 3 is in set A. Let's take one more example. If we have A is 3, 5, 7 and B is 2, 3, 5, Now what is A minus B? It means we have to write the elements of A, but we will leave the element which are in B. So 3 and 5 is in set B, so we will write only 7. Now what is B minus A? Again 3 and 5 are in set A, so B minus A will be set 2. Only 2. Clear? Now next example is, if we have set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 4, 6. Now we have to write A minus B. It means we have to write the element of A, but we have to leave the elements which are in B. But no element of A is in B, so A minus B is 1, 2, 3. Now union of sets. If we have set A is 1, 2, 3, set B is 2, 3, 4. Then what is A union B? Union is always represented by the symbol U. Now what is A union B? A union B means we have to combine all the elements. So at first write the elements of A, then write the elements of B, but no element should be repeated. So A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4 because 2, 3 is already in first set A. So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take one more example. If we have set A is 1, 2, 3 and B set is 5, 9, 3. Then what is A union B? At first write the element of A, then write all the elements of B, 5, 9, but 3 is also in A, so no need to write it again. So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. Let's take one more example. If we have set A 2, 3, 5 and set B is 7, 8, then what is A union B? A union B is 2, 3, 5, 7 and 8. It means we have to write all the elements of A and B, but no element should be repeated. Now what is intersection of sets? Let's set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B is 2, 3, 5. Now what is A intersection B? Intersection is always represented by inverted U. And intersection means common elements in set A and B. So 2 and 3 are common in A and B. So intersection of A and B is 2, 3. Let's take one more example. If we have A is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8 and B is 6, 9, 12, then what is the intersection B? Only 6 is the common element, so A intersection B is 6. Let's take another example. If we have A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 5, 7, then what is A intersection B? Nothing is common in A and B. So A intersection B is empty set, or we can say phi. Phi means empty set or null set. So A intersection B is phi. Now what is subset? A set A is said to be a subset of set B if every element of A is also an element of B. For example, set A is 1, 2, 3. Set B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now every element of A is also the element of B. Therefore, A is the subset of B. But every element of B is not the element of A. Therefore, B is not the subset of A. Now, is there any symbol to represent subset? Yes. We represent it by the symbol. So here A is subset of B, but B is not the subset of A. Now, set B has extra element, therefore B is superset of set A. 4, 5 are the extra elements, therefore B is superset of A. Let's take one more example. If we have A is small a, small b, and set B small a, small b, small c. Now, every element of set A is also the element of set B. Therefore, A is subset of B. Now, if we have set A is 1, 2 and set B is also 1, 2. Now, every element of A is also the element of B. Therefore, A is subset of B. And every element of B is also the element of A. Therefore, B is also the subset of A. Therefore, we can say A is equal to B because number of elements and the elements are same in A and B. Therefore, set A and B are equal sets. Now, what is the difference between these two cases? Now, in this case, every element of A is also the element of B, but there are some extra elements in set B. Therefore, A is proper subset of B. So, it means A is proper subset of B. In this case, every element of set A is also the element of set B, but there are no extra elements in set B. Therefore, A is the subset of B, and also they are representing the equal set. Therefore, we will represent it by this symbol. So, A is subset of B, and in this case, A is proper subset of B.